Hello everyone. Hi guys. Hi, can you see me? Alright, that's good. This is Mr. J. As you can see today, I don't have my paper. I don't know why I didn't get my paper today. We called up the Korean Herald Company. We asked, where's my paper? And they said they don't know. They said it was the guy who delivers it is in the hospital now, but he should have delivered it last night, so I don't know where it is. So instead of the paper, we're just going to use the online one here. So I don't know, in case you can't see, there's the date here. It's sort of small. See, it's December the 29th, 2022. Okay, today's news is debatable, maybe debatable. You can see it here. South Korean shipbuilders rank second in new global orders this year. So for shipbuilding in the world, you can think of it as South Korea being number two. The number two, right? When people want to build boats, when they want to get ships made, Korea is the number two place they come to, I guess, to get the boats made, right? So I mean, this is something good for Korea. First of all, to be, I guess, in the top 10. That means Korea is really good at building ships compared to other countries, right? But then who is number one? Do you know who number one is? It's China. China is number one. Okay, and I guess that it's the second year that China has been number one, but before it used to be Korea, right? So here, let's see, Chinese shipyards far outpaced South Korean players, right? With 49% of the world. That's China, 49% of the world. Okay, but for Korea, let's see. Number two, local shipbuilders and trawlers this year, 37%. Here, 37%. Right, 37% of the global total. Okay, so I mean, which is less than before, I guess. And the global total is also down. So I guess less people in the world are making ships. First of all, there's less orders for ships, but I guess if you think of it as bad, it could be because South Korea had the world's number one spot in shipbuilding for 3 years before falling behind China in 2020. So it used to be that Korea was number one, and then now Korea is down to number two. So you might think it's bad that way, but I mean, considering that Korea's in the top five of the world, I think that's pretty good, right? There's one thing to note though, and it's that South Korean shipbuilders far outperform Chinese rivals in terms of orders for high-end liquefied natural gas carriers this year. So ships that have liquefied natural gas are more expensive and they're higher end, and Korea is preferred for that. So maybe Chinese shipyards are making lots of cheaper boats, but for the high-end liquefied natural gas carriers, those ships are being made mainly by Korea. Okay, so anyways, Korea number two in the world for shipbuilding, but number one for the high-end, the good quality liquefied natural gas carriers. Okay, so that's the news. I don't know if you think of it as good or bad. It's up to you. Okay, sorry, there's lots of advertising and that's stuck in between this news. Hopefully I'll get my newspaper next week. If not, I'm gonna have to call the company and yell at them or something, figure out why. Maybe someone's stealing my newspaper. I don't think so, but anyways, let's jump over to our weather. Okay, how's the weather today?
It'll be partly cloudy, with a high of 7 and a low of 1. Right now it's 6 and sunny.
Okay. I'm planning on switching weather later to another program, but for now, let's just stick with Google. Let's see, what about tomorrow?
It'll be mostly sunny, with a high of 7 and a low of -1.
Okay, so definitely warmer than it was before. We got down to like -5, -6 before last week and that, but now it's a bit warmer than then, so that's good. I know in North America, there's big snowstorms now causing problems, so we should feel happy that we're here in Korea with relatively good weather compared to there, right? Okay. All right. Let's go to our word of the day. Today's word of the day is is potentially confusing.
Tortuous.
Now listen to the pronunciation. It's tortuous, right? There's 1, 2, 3 syllables, and the first syllable has the emphasis. But look at the second and the third syllable. All right, there's a very similar word, torture us, torture, and us. Don't write this. Torture us is another word. Torture is like 고통, right? So that's a different word. Don't get confused, all right? So this word is torture was, all right? Torture was, okay? There's a slight difference. And you may have seen the meaning. I accidentally went through it here. See, let's just go with this one. It can mean, for a number of things, but let's just talk about roads, all right? So think of it as a tortuous road, right? I think in Korea there's a lot of these type of roads because there's lots of mountains, so they're moving around in that, okay? Once again, 1, 2, 3 syllables, emphasis on the first. Let's practice. Was, chawas, tortuous, okay?
Tortuous. Tortuous.
Korea has
Tortuous.
many tortuous roads because there's so many mountains.
Tortuous.
And the roads need
Tortuous.
to go in and through
Tortuous.
and around them. Okay. All right, guys. We talked about tortuous. We talked about the weather, a bit warmer, and we talked about Korea being number 2 in shipbuilding orders this year, and China number 1. But Korea is really number 1 for higher end ships that carry things like natural liquefied gas. Right. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.